Hi, I'm Estelle Tremaine, and in this video I'm going to share my first ever experience of scuba diving in Nha Trang, Vietnam. The morning started with taking a boat from the coast of Nha Trang to the marine park of Hon Mun. I was on a boat with 3 other groups, however, my group only consisted of 3 people: myself, another tourist, and our instructor. During our journey to the diving point, our instructor asked if we were nervous. I responded no, I didn't feel nervous. However, I was more concerned about what sea creatures we would potentially see. I specifically asked about stingrays and sharks, and I was informed that there would be none in the area we were diving in, which was a relief. I know it might sound a bit melodramatic, and as much as I wanted to try scuba diving, I was fully aware that I was and that we were infringing on their territory, and truth be told, I can't outswim a fish. The first time in the sea, we swam on the surface for a while, looking around, trying to get used to breathing through the diving regulator. Eventually we began the dive. I experienced what I can only describe as a mild panic attack. As we slowly began to submerge into this extraterrestrial underwater world, I became hyper aware of my laboured breathing. It felt like I was gasping for air, and like that I became overwhelmed and convinced that I could not breathe. It felt like I was sinking. Our instructor could see that I was panicking, and we re-emerged for me to take a minute to collect myself. On the second attempt to dive down, I held onto my mask. It acted as a signal and safety mechanism which allowed me to reassure myself that I can actually breathe underwater. With that, I was able to calm my mind and begin to enjoy the experience. Once I reached a more relaxed state, I experienced a sense of peace and calm that I've never experienced before. Brimming with blue and devoid of sound, my mind completely cleared, and I was able to just live and experience that moment. For the second dive session, we began by running through some underwater skills, and by we, I mean the instructor and my companion for the day. Let's call him Bob. Bob was doing his open PADI certification and was doing a 3-day course. I was only doing the 1-day introductory session to scuba diving. Because of this, I was not obliged to do the skills. Although the instructor ran through the skills with both of us before we went back into the sea, once in the water I opted out of doing the skills. Once Bob had completed all the skills, we proceeded with the dive. This time around we went down to a depth of around 8 meters and was underwater for 34 minutes. This only felt like 10 minutes. After this dive, we made our way back to the boat and then back to shore. This was a unique experience for me, being petrified and in awe simultaneously. Would I do it again? I'm not entirely sure. A part of me would love to, but I know I would probably panic again, and the only way to get over this would be for me to do scuba diving quite a few times. I'm interested to know if your first scuba diving experience was like. Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't been scuba diving before, is it something you would like to try? If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them in the comments below. That's it for this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and remember, sharing is caring. And I'll see you soon for more travel vlogs, hotel reviews, and flight reviews.